because that is. So if you look at the pound dollar, again, the chart speaks for itself. The market is in a downward trend. We had a one-day short covering rally that came into the pound, or a one-day decline that just happened into the US dollar. Either way, what we have here is a big range day in the pound dollar. That range of the day, it actually moved about 150 pips. The low of the day was 154.13. The high of the day is 155.80. So we moved about 150 pips on that, and we closed the week at 155.75. The high of the day is 155.80. This fall is a distressed close. This is a concerning close. This is not an exciting close. This is not a close that makes me jump in first thing in the morning to buy the pound dollar. This is a close that I have to be leery about, or I have to be concerned about. So that makes our buying for it quite easy. I want to buy it when it keeps on going higher. So I'm buying it above the 158.08, which is the high of the day. And if I do, I have a structural long point, which is the 157.06, which has always been there from a very long time. And if I buy it above the 158.08, sorry, 155.80. Okay. My stop I think we had a number, the 155 or 60. I can't see what that number is. Can't see what this number is, so I'm going to take it out. I'm not sure what that comes from. Okay, so if I'm buying it right there, I'm going to place my stop below the 155.49. That's my long stop. So I'm buying it above 155.80. And if I do, I have a structural point at 157.06, which has been a very important point, and it has been working quite nicely. And I'm going to place my stop below 155.49, so I'm risking about 35 pips on that trade. Okay, on the short side, because the trend is still down, this is still a short covering rally, even though it had made it all the way back. It has retraced all the way back to the high of the previous session. As I said, this is a distressed close that doesn't give me confidence in the move. So I have to be skeptical about it, and I have to pinpoint an early short entry. So if we took here this as the stop for the long stop, 155.49, well, we have a 4 daily high below it, which is 155.34. We can have that as our short. below the 155.34. That would be our short stop when it comes below the 4-daily high. And if it does, then my next structure point, I'm not sure, but I'll use the 155.41 as my short structure. And my stop, if I go short here, I'm going to use the same, the 155.49, pretty much the same stop. Again, we are dealing with a specific unique market with unique characteristics, which is extremely volatile. This is a short covering ground. So my stop is going to be the 155.49. So the 155.49 is going to be my long stop and my short stop. So to wrap the pound, I'm going to go long above the 155.80. If I do, I have a structural long point at 157.06, and my stop is 155.49. On the short side, I'm going to go short below 155.34. I'm using the 155.49 again as the same stop, so I'm risking it's a tight stop, and I'm using my structure short point is the 155.41. Okay, that is the pound dollar. Let me save that.